So how is everybody faring? I wanted to share a post-events reading, a tarot reading, of course, for the collective. And let's see, I'm gonna just start out, go ahead into tarot. Usually I pick a oracle card, and today I'm feeling like I might do that at the end. So yeah, I felt like the tarot was like, you know, really pulling to me. All right, so far we have the Five of Wands in reversed. This could mean overcoming a lot of strong energies. That makes sense, right? And overcoming maybe some discussions that may have been a little bit uncomfortable. Maybe they felt like a lot of people needing to come to one understanding and having a very hard time, and like, you know, egos crossing, sometimes beliefs and values crossing. Oh my God, my chime outside was going crazy when I was saying that. And yeah, the good thing is that I feel like this is an energy of overcoming it, because we have two really positive cards after this, okay? This could have been discussions with somebody more experienced, like, or it could have been a motherly figure, you know, or even having a discord between the passionate Empress and the very emotional Queen of Cups. Interesting, the Empress and the Queen of Cups are both very motherly energies. And the Empress represents all of nature, you know, she is the great mother, okay? She's also actually very much connected to fertility. So, you know, we're in the springtime, so very significant. The sign of Venus is here. This could actually be somebody pregnant in your life. A water sign. Well, I'm waiting for a client to give birth. Maybe somebody's water's gonna break. I love it. Yeah, let's do this. Look at that baby right there, catching the fish. I'm here. That's so cute. Oh my God, I love it. Okay, so maybe there's some kind of rearrangement that's happening here. Very interesting. All right, I'm just gonna, I already shuffled these cards, but I don't know. I feel like shuffling them. I mean, yeah, you know, some people felt like the energy was very intense yesterday, and, you know, the stars do align. So, especially at birth. So as soon as those stars are perfect, the baby comes at the perfect time. All right. Let's clarify this Five of Swords in reverse. That was very specific, huh? The first thread did seem interesting, some kind of discord between, you know, two feminine energies. Very feminine and lots of water energy, so a lot of emotions. I have Libra energy here. Wait. Yeah, I do feel like this is Libra. Justice. Okay, definitely Libra might be significant. That's air energy. I have the Star to, I'm sorry, Temperance to clarify the Empress. I should probably look that up really quick, just to be sure, because it's, oh man, it is the Star. I had that, no, oh gosh, hold on. Oh my God, yeah, it is the Star. Oh my goodness. It's so funny how I still second guess myself sometimes, but you know what? I believe also in humility. And if I don't know, I'm going to double check. It's right here. That's what I have the resource for, you know? Okay, so Justice, Star to come in and clarify the Empress, and the Ten of Swords to clarify the Queen of Cups. So there has been some kind of agreement that has come, you know, into whatever this situation is. The energy could have been, you know, internally it feels like overcoming a lot of confusion, maybe still not like 100% feeling like you know what that's gonna look like, what not being confused looks like. However, there is a sense of coming to terms with that and finding balance within your mind. And I'm really feeling that mental energy. So maybe yesterday, that like scattered feeling of the Mercury retrograde along with the eclipse, you know, could have mentally put you in this like really confused state. And outwardly, it could look like perhaps some disagreements even, or some realizations that there is energy in your life that is in discord, that is not in alignment. And so we have the Justice card here, and this is like, you know, Isis is in the background with her wings open, protecting this what looks, I forget what the judge, like the judge, I guess, you know, the inner judge, the inner discernment even. Kind of weighing out, what is this discord? How much energy am I giving to this? And what is it taking from me? You know, I'm really noticing the sword here, like that Ace of Swords. That, yeah, it feels, there's a lot of, by the way, lots of divine feminine mothering energy here. So perhaps either you provide that for yourself already, or there's someone, you know, there's people in your life that have that energy. Because at first, you know, I thought maybe there was something, a discord between the Empress and the Queen of Cups. Because if you notice, you know, they're facing each other, but not quite looking at each other. The Empress is, you know, looking off into the distance, kind of like, it doesn't seem like either of them have closed hearts though. You can notice their heart space is open. However, this Queen of Cups is very much, you know, observing her emotions. And this Empress is kind of focused on perhaps, you know, I don't know, her environment, herself, her self-care, because you can look at all the pillows that she has for herself. Okay, Empress, she a mama, okay? She just wants to be comfy, all right? Yeah. There is like this strong energy of like, I work with prenatal and postpartum women. It's my world. So yeah, I'm excited to see whose water's breaking. Okay, and yeah, look at all this water energy. I love it. So we have the star here with the Empress, and I feel like this is a very healing energy, very healing energy that either you are embodying now, this collective that is listening is embodying now, has put some kind of discord behind themselves. Okay, and there is this alignment of the stars. Did I say that before the star card came out? Or was it, oh, I'm so excited to go back and listen. Because, you know, there is like this, like, alignment. Aquarius energy is strong here as well. Like, yeah, I heard Aquarius rising, especially. It's interesting that in this deck, the star card is holding water. It almost looks like the Temperance card. The only difference is that she is only on land, and in the Temperance card, she has 1 foot in and 1 foot out, meaning that she can go into the depths of her emotions without becoming ungrounded. This figure is very much just on land, and the only thing is that there is a balance of she's giving water to the land and then giving water, putting water back into the water. There is some kind of, and I'm noticing the difference of the irons, as well, of the metals, excuse me, as well in the carafes. I would imagine one is silver and one is like, I don't know, brass or gold. Is it, you know, I'm not sure. Yeah. So I'm also noticing the commonality of the top of the card with like the stars. They both have like stars crowning them, even though they're not on the star, because you know what? She is the star. They're on her crown as well. Very healing, mothery vibes over here, okay? Now the Queen of Swords, I'm sorry, the Queen of Cups energy over here, which I just love, this little figure. I mean, it kind of looks like a baby. The arm is oddly long. It looks kind of odd shaped, but it's also an old art piece depicting, you know, like a stone chiseled throne, you know. So and oh look, I've never noticed this actually. Look at these cute little baby mermaids. Oh my gosh, I've never noticed that. Lots of Pisces energy here. Look at this fish that the baby's holding as well. And I'm really looking closely at her robe. It looks like flowing water as well. So yeah, there's definitely the energy of water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, strong Pisces, okay? And so this Queen of Cups energy, very much an emotional being, okay? Maybe emotions were stirred up. Maybe you were observing your emotions yesterday. Overall, like, you know, if you're relating to this as for yourself, for your personal growth, for your psyche, you're not listening to tarot to tell you about what is happening outside of you, because tarot is a really amazing tool for the full, you know, the spiritual journey, whatever that looks like for anybody, to be honest, because that's the fool's journey. It's a journey of transformation, of going inward, learning, getting the tools, lessons, going inward, transformation, okay? So I definitely feel like there was this, you know, some kind of realization. The star also reminds me of that, like, you know, some kind of deep realization. Sometimes that's how the healing happens. And having this deep realization about, you know, that feminine aspect of you, what it is that, you know, what are the comforts in your life that you're seeking right now? How can you give yourself more self-care? You know, this is like very, if you're, you know, yeah, it's a call for like that deep self-love, self-care, okay? Two major arcanas here. And to, you know, perhaps observe the emotions that are still very much connected to a feeling of overwhelm, of definitely some kind of, you know, I'm feeling actually physical pain as well, because, you know, 10 swords in the most vulnerable part of your body, of a human's body, not your body, just the way that it's depicted here. It feels like this Queen of Cups energy is really taking a look at those painful experiences that have caused a lot of, you know, taking on a lot of, this is, and you know, intense energies. The 10 of Swords is the card of betrayal. And also you can see that this 10 of Swords, although he's armored, these swords have gone through the armor. Okay, so there is some healing involved with, you know, becoming soft like the Queen of Cups. This evolution of, you know, of healing. And this could all be happening within yourself, you know. It may not have anything to do with anybody else, okay? It's hard, that's hard to say usually with tarot, because most internal challenges that we face are usually, you know, mirrored outside of us in our relationships. So, yeah, the Queen of Cups and the Empress, both very relational beings, very emotional and giving. That's, you know, very strong energy that I'm getting here. So, okay, before I get into these next cards that I'm going to use, these are called the Bluebird Lenormand. So the only time I've ever used Lenormand cards are on this app that I used to have on my phone. And they're very specific cards, and they're based off of playing cards, okay? I can't remember the whole history. Anyway, I love them because they're called the Bluebird. And I have a very strong connection to that name for one of my guides. I don't really share that information. However, today I was given permission to do so. That is one of my channeling guides, actually. Bluebird, a being from a blue avian being, okay, if you're familiar. Okay, I feel very vulnerable right now. So I want to pick one card from here just to, oh my God. That's so funny. Look, I cannot make this up, you guys. Thank you, Bluebird, for giving me a thumbs up, because for a second when I felt really vulnerable, I was like, oh my God, did I do the right thing? And then I was like, well, I don't have to share this video if I don't want to. But I think this is a confirmation that yes, I am meant to share this message. Birds bring a message full of cheer. If this card falls distant, all is not clear. Whatever the outcome, remain without fear. Woes will be brief when the birds disappear. Interesting. Do you guys remember that it fell kind of like, they did fall far, and this one wanted to be in its reversal. They kind of felt like that. Interesting. Oh my God, these messages are a little bit. Okay. So yeah, birds is a really, you know, like chit-chatty energy, like definitely communication, messages. However, I do feel this energy. Again, that confusion from the Five of Wands at the beginning. But maybe this is a message, you know, confirming that there's more clarity here with that Swords card. I like that message. I approve of that message. I cracked myself up. Okay, Scythe. This was upside down, and it already, I don't know if it feels, oh, but look at this. Why does it remind me so much of the Ten of Swords? Maybe this is something that's in passing now, and there is like an evolution into that Queen of Cups. The scythe cuts bare, danger stalks too. Of strangers beware, they can harm you. If nearby cards hold favorable view, with swift action, you'll overcome too. Yeah. Oh, this is great confirmation for that. I love these cards. Thank you, Bluebird. All right, I you know I have to pick one more card to make it even. All right. One more card for this Empress and Star. Thank you. Oh boy. Oh my gosh. Okay. I mean, that one just kind of, you know, I guess that's how these messages are though, you know. That's how life is. You win some, you lose some, okay? Justice. You gotta just always know that there has to be balance in the universe. There must always be balance in the universe, okay? My mom used to always tell me that. Whenever strong energies would come into my life, she would remind me of all the good things in my life, okay? And she would always tell me that, you know, everything passes, nothing is permanent in this world, in this life, and everything passes. And so the Tower card has come in, and this is just like in the tarot. It's the same meaning, the Tower card. I'm going to read it to you. A lone tower stands, confident and secure. Ground your strength in all that is pure. When troubles surround, weakness may come. Problems that abound, you must overcome. So I feel like, you know, it's interesting that it's the Empress, and I'm really feeling my, like, you know, that energy, like my motherly energy, the energy of like my, you know, my mother and her mother, and me being a mother as well. And just like, what would I say to, you know, my children in a time that they feel like, you know, there's so much, so many challenges perhaps, or what feels like, you know, these eternal challenges. And I do love the advice that we get here. Ground your strength in all that is pure. Because the Empress and the Star are embodiments of purity, of that divine mother energy. You know, when we feel the most like in pain, I do feel like we turn to, you know, something those of us that have a higher power, that believe in a higher power, we turn to our higher power. And I do feel like the grace comes from the goddess. You know, that graceful moment, like a soothing balm, when there is a moment of respite in between, you know, all of the hardships that life can bring sometimes. Because I do see having to overcome something, you know, pretty harsh it could have been. The scythe is not particularly a friendly tool. Do you know? It is, you know, it cuts things. And sometimes things need to be cut, you know? The scythe is cuts bare, danger stalks too. There needs to be a cutting of things that are toxic sometimes. And that can all be very challenging. That could have very well been what this discord was about as well, actually. You know? Within yourself, around you. You know, another thing that's coming through with the birds as well, it's like, if you notice, there's both of these cards talk about confusion, and both of them have a lot of, you know, there's a lot of birds here. And you know what it's like at 5 in the morning when those birds get to chitty-chatting. It gets a little, you know, annoying sometimes. It's beautiful, but if you're tired and you know, like you wanted to sleep in and those birds, they start chirping, you're up. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, the whole point that I'm pointing this out is that there might be too many people in the mix. Okay, this Justice card is all by her lonesome, covered by the goddess, again, might I add. Again, the Divine Mother. Just our own discernment and the guidance of the Mother, the goddess. So, you know, I love how these readings work. I really do. I'm really grateful. I'm so grateful for this tool, because it just brings me to so many moments of realization, you know, while I'm reading the cards and I'm channeling, you know. So there is moments where it's necessary to seek counsel. It just feels to me like sometimes that counsel extends out to, this is a very specific message, to, you know, perhaps too many energies are involved. And there are certain things in your life that only you hold the key to. You're the only one with the answer. Yeah. I think I said this in another message. Not everybody can hold what is sacred to you at the same level. You know, you can tell somebody something and that's very sacred to you, and to them it's just going to be another thing that somebody else told them. So be careful where you plant your seeds. Be mindful of where you plant your seeds. Be mindful of the, I don't know why I'm seeing it like this or hearing it like this, but be mindful of the ears that you know, share your messages with, that you share your, that you share your personal information, personal dreams, goals, ideas. Yeah, okay. was just to kind of, woes will be brief when the birds disappear, okay? Someone's got to go. Some kind of birdie's got to go. And, you know, it's coming up, so I'm going to share it. Sometimes boundaries are internal boundaries. I'm sure I've said that in other readings. Thank you to my coach. I think she would be happy to have a shout out. My coach, Robin Breckenridge, she's a relationship coach. And she's an amazing teacher of boundaries and a guide for boundaries. And sometimes boundaries are internal. And so all it is about, you know, you being more mindful of, again, where you share and how you share. Okay? Had to, you know, if it is coming up, it's part of the reading. I have to say that. I'm also hearing, you know, if at any moment you feel like, you know, you forget about your faith, because we're forgetful. So if at any moment you have a lack of faith, or just kind of feel like a lack of confidence in yourself, yeah, remember to find a safe space where you can land, whether that is an internal space that you have created for yourself through the acts of self-care, or to seek, you know, somebody that knows how to perhaps be a nurturing space, okay? Because these are things that are part of your journey, part of that healing, integrating journey. And if there's like something that's coming up repeatedly for you, and it's really just very stirred up with the current, you know, energy that we're living in, perhaps it's a reminder that these are things that, you know, you must move through. That you know, the only way out is through. Okay. Anything else over here? Yeah, I feel very much that this is so much about, on a collective level, about emotional depth and intelligence, about learning how to move through emotion, how to express emotion. I feel like it is our collective learning more compassion, learning more self-love, connecting more to self-worth. I mean, on all different levels, like we are worth, you know, having the best of everything. We're worth it. We just need to remember that all the time. You know, we have to stop forgetting. And in turn, you know, there's gonna be this like big healing of all of these, you know, just, I mean, like, I'm really seeing it, like just stabs, like, you know, jabs, and oh my God, interesting. Great. Now I don't know. I'm gonna, okay. So yeah, that's really strong. Okay. Just like this really strong, message around not just individually. This is a collective message, like I started off, you know, and for some people, you know, like, I feel like there's a lot of different timelines. There's a lot of different possibilities, okay, and frequencies that we live in. So realities are different. Everybody's reality is different. Everybody has a different perspective. Okay, remember that. And it can be very similar if you're living in the same frequency. But have you ever noticed that when you're in a you know, fight with somebody, and you're in a discussion with somebody, something goes down, everybody has a different perspective of what happened, okay? Everybody has a different perspective. At the end of the day, there has to be some kind of, you know, and this is like on a more like bigger scale, legal scale even, somebody that's outside of you, some kind of mediator has to come in and find the balance, because we lack the ability sometimes to find common ground. I keep thinking I'm done, and then another message comes through, so bear with me, please. And thank you. Thank you for tuning in. I'm curious about this bird. Let's see if it says what kind of bird it is in the book. Birds. Thank you, Bluebird. Okay. An Egyptian ibis takes flight from the acacia trees. It's interesting that we also have Isis here. The ibis and the acacia are both signs of healing bestowed by the gods. Whatever your beliefs are, renew your faith and trust. Your destiny is written in the stars, and indeed, you yourself are made of stardust. The star is a card of hope, even in the depths of despair. I mean, come on. The message is loud and clear. Thank you for the affirmation. I'm so grateful for the ibis, because a little birdie told me that actually looks like the tattoo that I have on my ear. It really does. It's a crane, so very similar energy. That's so cool. I love it. Little birdie told me that everything is going to be okay, so stop tripping. I love that. Yes. Okay, so, you know, I think that, you know, I felt this like shift of energy right now, just like in my heart space. It felt like this relief. I feel though that I want to pick one more card. Remember I said that I would pick an oracle card at the end? Well, guess what? For once in my life, not really, I remember often. But yeah, I remembered, and that's exciting when I do remember. Okay, let's see. So if you made it this far with me and this message has resonated, with you. Take a deep breath into your heart space. And let's pick a Rose Oracle card together. Let's play a little intuition game, okay? Hopefully, you'll be able to see. And let me see what it looks like. Yeah, that's great. Okay, so I'm gonna watch with you. And I'm gonna, usually I like to use my left hand, but I feel like it's gonna be too much drama to change them. So you say now when you want me to stop, and I'll choose that card, okay? Now. The Rose Garden. Innocence, forgiveness, be gentle with yourself. Okay, I mean, if we needed an overall confirmation about the whole message, this is, you know, this would be it. We talked about, you know, being able to overcome a lot of pain. And the Queen of Cups is forgiving. Her heart is pure, just like the Empress. Both of these cards bring in the energy of self-care and gentleness. Be gentle with yourself. Okay, I must read the message from the book. Let's do this. You're holy and whole. You're innocent and innately good. You're wholly welcome here. You never got kicked out of the garden. None of us did. This card delivers a message of welcomeness, of returning to our innocence. If you feel as if you've done something wrong without knowing what you've done, if you feel ashamed about hurting someone, if you're finding it hard to forgive yourself, this card is gently calling you to release any shame, judgment, or bad feelings. To do what you need to do to let go and make amends. To remember that you're human, and as a human, you're here to learn and grow, and so is everyone else. You're not broken, you never were. You're work in progress, we all are. You're learning and unlearning, we all are. Be gentle with yourself, and in turn, be gentle with others. Return to your humanity, your humanness. Remember that you were never perfect, and being human isn't about perfection. Grow and learn, but do it softly. You have goodness in you. Remember that, cherish that, and cherish that in others too. We're all doing the best we can. When we learn, we can choose to do something new. Commit to learning and doing better each and every day. This is what it means to be human, to embrace our humanness. Without it, we deny the shadow, and it's through facing the shadow without the defense that we can learn and grow. Embrace your humanity, and you'll find it easier to embrace others and the whole world. How can you be more gentle with yourself? Aww, that's so beautiful. I love this so much. Okay, friends, I think that was all of it, you know? So I love this. I loved this reading. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Please like and subscribe to the channel if it feels good to you. You'll be the first to know when I pop up with a new reading, because sometimes it takes me a minute to share it on social media. But if you subscribe, you'll get a notification and you'll know. Also, please, you know, always drop me a line. I love hearing from you all in one way or another. And I will see you very soon. Okay? And until then, and always, beyond this moment, keep the channel on love, especially self-love, as we got in the message today. All right, everybody. I'll see you soon. Take care.